Hello everyone, welcome to X-Wing Mates, our new YouTube channel with some interesting matches going on. I'm trying a Scum list, basically 3 ships that I'm just curious to try out. Talonbane with this Carix fighter, I needed to give him a bit more mobility, so we have some expert handling for barrel rolling and engine upgrade. The Y-Wing, because it's just to give me confidence on my game. I know I'm gonna get some hits. And the StarViper, I was just curious how it's gonna go.
And I'm Pike. I'll be playing on the right. And I made a list with Dash&Ibtisam and Ibtisam. And on Dash, I took Push the Limit and a heavy laser cannon. Also a recon specialist, outrider, and an engine upgrade. And on Ibtisam, I like his ability because he has when he's stressed, he can re-roll one of his dice, both in the attack and the defense phase. So I took Push the Limit on him as well to make him more stressed. And I took Carl Catan, which he basically twists him just a little more further in that direction. Whenever he clears a stress, he gets a focus. So giving him just an extra that. Also put on some plasma torpedoes just to try them out actually, and some extra ammunition. So yeah.
Was this list something you tried before or something new?
Not together. I tried Ibtisam before without the plasma torpedo and the extra ammunition, and I liked it a lot. And I also enjoy flying Dash normally.
Okay.
So yeah, never together, but first time. Yeah.
And placing the asteroids is essential to screw with the others because Dash is not really worried about it.
No, Dash's ability is great because whenever he lands on an asteroid in the activation phase, he still makes his actions. So that's
like
really good.
just happened now.
Exactly.
You had a tip on the asteroid.
Yeah, and I wasn't worried about that, so that was really nice.
So first round, we're all moving forward. You have your B-wing now outside of the screen. He's really going wide. You were afraid that he would get in the the first shots.
I didn't want him to go too fast in, and I wanted Dash to take some of the heat away from him. So keeping him on side. So just to use his plasma torpedoes. Normally I would probably took him in wider, took him in closer. But for the plasma torpedoes, I wanted to have him a little further away. So.
Yeah. So. I was kind of imagining where you would go, so I was starting to position myself for the first. I think the first shots are always important because.
Sure.
I mean, I had a feeling that if you concentrated, you could take one of my ships down, and I would not take one of your ships down. But, I will try to do as much as I could, and then I started to be surprised by this mobility with the engine upgrade on Dash and with the.
And he's pushed the limit to make two actions. So both barrel roll and engine upgrade really makes him maneuverable.
Yeah.
And here I wanted to see if I could have you chase Dash, so my B-wing would get some more leverage with your planes, or the other, if you didn't chase Dash, maybe he could come in from behind afterwards.
And I had this in the back of my head, that would be a strategy to, have one be the center of the tension, the other comes from the back. So I had a feeling that I couldn't really focus too much on one ship if the other was going to take me flanked or from behind. And he has no shot. I have no shot with my StarViper. But yeah, we ended up having... pretty.
Yeah, I took one of your shields on the Cobra, but losing all of Dash's shield, which was more than I expected, anticipated.
Yeah. But this would be the moment for me to focus on your Dash because he's weakened, he can take crits and so on. But since he's so fast and so mobile, I'll go for the other because I can kind of feel what's your plan. So if you want me to chase your Dash, you're gonna push it to the other side of the playmat. So I'm gonna wait for the B-wing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, You were right in doing that, because my B-wing never actually got to fire off any of the torpedoes, even trying to get it a bit further away here. But it just came too close, and as you will see in a moment, I guess.
Yeah, but you were thinking what was gonna happen with the other.
Yeah.
Because having focused fire from 3 ships on a B-wing, even if it's a resistant ship, that's a problem.
Yeah, and it only has 1 agility die.
Yeah.
Remember that as well. So
And Dash has
2.
2.
So.
And I was also not super worried about asteroids and so on, because I felt being in control of small ships gives me a little advantage. I mean, having to move big ships, it's pretty annoying. But every now and then it caused problems.
And again, here I landed on an asteroid, so I had to do something, if I remember correctly. If I remember right, I'm gonna push the limit here and use the engine upgrade for see if I can get around. Yeah.
But this will put you really far away from the.
It worked for that phase, but for the rest of the phase, it left Dash way too far out of the battle. He was all the way out to the side for a couple of rounds.
But your approach with Dash is always to have range 3, 2, because I mean with the heavy laser cannon.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You always have the advantage.
It doesn't work at range 1, but even at range 1, he will still have his own 2 shots with the extra from range 1, which give him 3 shots. 3 shots. So it's not so bad.
But doesn't the Outrider title prevent you from using the primary weapon?
That might be true, actually.
Because that was something I was also a bit confused. Because being able to use the heavy laser cannon 360, there has to be some kind of a balancing. And I think the Outrider makes this balance. Then
the Outrider is 5 points by itself as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. You might be right. I can't actually remember if it's not being able to
because
attack.
I remember playing with other people, and Dash had this this combo with the heavy laser cannon. So his weakness was range 1.
Okay.
So if people kept range 1 of him, that was he couldn't shoot. So full attack on the B-wing.
Yeah.
And some target locks being exchanged, and everyone trying to improve their chances. Cobra shooting with his ability. If he's at range 1, so that will be 3 plus the bonus, and he doubles the bonus, so it's going to be 5.
Yeah.
So rolling 5 is always exciting.
Always, except for the B-wing.
For the defenders. But I was hopeful that there'll be a lot of hits. Unfortunately, the Cobra takes 1 shield, which was a bit disappointing. Had the potential of taking 5 shields, and taking only 1.
Only 1. Yeah.
And Kavil with 1 extra dice for the TLTs. He had the responsibility of taking 1 each time. And
if I remember right,
he did the first time.
Yeah.
Second time, there was no way he would defend that.
No. So.
And before the StarViper shoots, you were trying to.
I wanted to see where my ability were for attacking with Dash.
Mm-hmm.
But it was only the Y-wing, which wasn't a bad choice at all. That was in range.
But if you could, you would focus on Cobra.
Yeah, if I could, definitely. I find him to be the most dangerous of your ships. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely have went for the Cobra if it was possible.
But I noticed that many people, when they face these lists with Y-wings, with TLT, I mean, it's annoying. This ship will go around and not really be part of the main combat, but it will slowly, take little by little. Yeah. Usually they tend to focus on the Y-wings. They forget other aces and they just, let's take down these TLTs and then we continue.
Yeah,
Because they know it's...
I think normally the TLT is a dangerous weapon. But your Cobra in this instance was much worse at range 1. And here I forget to use Ibtisam's ability to reroll when he has stress, unfortunately. But still making it...
3, it's a big breach.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But that was a risk. I mean,
yeah.
I thought rolling... You had 3+1, I had 3+2. So I thought I had the advantage. And it turns out that you had a much stronger attack. But you can never predict what's going to happen.
That's when you never know when you're rolling dice what the outcome will be.
But that makes the game more fun.
It's true, it does. And I like that you can twist your dice with target lock and focus and stuff like that. So even before you roll, you know your chances of improving your roll. So true, yeah.
So very damaging 2 first rounds of shooting.
Yeah.
Cobra is in bad shape. Now I was thinking I wish I had some regeneration.
Yeah.
I'm used to playing Poe in these situations. I'll just go to the corner of the playmat and recover a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I could feel the pressure as well on the B-wing, and no shields left on Dash. So I felt a lot of pressure here, I remember.
But your game was never about being grouped. I mean, being together. It was never like having this need.
True. And I actually haven't played with torpedoes before either. So this was new for me.
And this bumping was on purpose? Were you trying to stay there? Because
I thought that perhaps I could just get by past you. Perhaps. I think I misjudged how much the turn was actually.
Because that is because you have the asteroid, you have 2 ships closing in. It's one of those places that...
And maybe I wasn't aware what you did, but I wanted you maybe to pass me if I bump you, that some of the planes might pass me and not be able to hit me. But yeah.
I think in this movement with the Y-wing, it was like the worst possible. I could have chosen any other except for this. I can't shoot at range 1. I'm just in front of you. At least I'm not in range of the heavy laser cannon of Dash. But it's just, what was I thinking? I'm not flying these Y-wings as I should. They should not be in the center of the fight like right now.
Well, considering how everything was going, I was happy that you choose to park there.
Yeah. But now Cobra has to move, and the only way of keep shooting was to K-roll.
And that works really well coming up behind the B-wing.
Yeah. So in this moment, I was pretty confident that it was a good decision not to insist in Dash, because instead of having to deal with a B-wing from behind, I would just focus on him, and Dash was pretty far. So I was feeling confident. Here, arranging the camera so you can see the Cobra almost outside of the screen. And I was wondering if I was going to have some bad rolls, because you could get away.
Yeah.
If your B-wing has a little bit of luck, you can just get away with this.
Well, I wasn't feeling that at all. I was very worried that this might be the end of the B-wing.
But
and
he had
the
a focus.
There is from clearing the stress.
Okay, so it's a free focus.
Sorry?
It's a free focus.
It's a free focus, yeah, because I couldn't take action because I bumped you. So the focus is from clearing the stress.
Because you did the green maneuver. Yeah, but that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
So that's not range 1, so it's going to be only 3 from the Cobra. So we get a little more damage, little by little. But I feel like the investment in this Kyrix fighter is not paying off. He has dealt, in 2 massive shooting, he has dealt 2 damage. 1 shield and one damage card.
I find him hard to fly, because you were either want to keep him at range 1
Mm.
or range 3,
Yeah.
where he can use his ability to the max.
Which is in this situation against 2 ships is perfect. If I was facing a swarm, I would not know what to do.
Yeah. And what do we have here? We have the B-wing attacking, I think, using the focus.
1 evade. But B-wings attacking, they are quite nasty. We
They
should,
Yeah, especially at range 1.
because right now, I mean, you had a massive roll. I survived barely with that evade, which means my Y-wing was definitely in the worst position ever. This is not even bad flying. This is bad planning overall. Just put myself in front of you. But I also miscalculated. I didn't expect you to bump. That was unexpected.
No. Yeah.
I thought you were going to go past.
But the B-wing isn't very maneuverable, so it's hard to fly. You don't have much, and especially not if I was stressed before, so I only have white and green to choose from. So my options were limited. I would say.
B-wings have a interesting K-turn. They can K-turn at 2.
Yeah.
Which is I don't remember other ships that can do this.
I'm not sure. And there the B-wing was off the table.
Yeah.
So that was really before I felt I really got to use it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's always annoying when you make investments in secondary weapons and then before you can make it. Okay, so now I was pretty confident, and now it was a mistakes show.
And I was really feeling the pressure here for 3 ships, and just Dash. How's he gonna handle this? And being so far out of the game now, I had to figure out a way to get him back in there.
So we need to barrel roll with this StarViper because this is not a good position. And I can't really barrel roll into the Y-wing, so going to the other side.
Yeah.
And I think I was kind of like, when the sharks smell blood? Instead of thinking clearly, I'm going to regroup, I'm going to move them all in, so you're going to have to attack only 1 and I'll shoot you with 3 of them. I was just trying to get to you as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And that was not a good idea.
No, because he gets a bit further. The staffing there gets too far out. And we'll have a longer way coming in than the Y-wing, sorry.
Yeah, but also I didn't really realize how fragile my ships were. Because, I mean, I have to get in range 3, range 2, and this is the area that they are fragile. And with 1 hull left, I don't know what I was thinking doing another 3 turn. I think my biggest mistake was to have this unhinged astromech on the Y-wing, because this gives me green maneuvers on a 3 turn that otherwise would be red.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I can do this. I'll just...
It was kind of encouraging to do it.
It was a really bad idea.
Well, this was my chance, actually, that you came close with 1 ship and not all 3 at the same time. And also, your Cobra only going 1 here. So I only had 1 ship in range, which was nice for me. So I was only fighting 1 ship at the time and not 3.
But I think I did 1 with the Cobra because he was stressed from this K-turn. And I was like, I'm not going to put myself at range 3 without any focus or without anything. And I was like, I can still shoot with the Y-wing with 4 dice twice, so why not? And of course, with your agility, I was guaranteed to have some success. So here we are. Yeah.
Taking 1 hit. here.
Yeah, and the other one, that is 2 normal hits, no crits for TLTs.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he did his job. I just didn't want him to die. But there was not much I could do. Because if you roll 2 hits, then he was out.
Yeah, and changing the crit to hits with the heavy laser cannon
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
I don't know what I was rolling. I mean, what was I hoping? It's just for the ceremony. Two against one.
Yeah. I was still feeling pressured here.
Yeah. In terms of points, so your ship goes to half of the points because of of losing the...
Yeah, it's a large ship, so
the
whenever
shields.
you take half of the shield and hull combined.
So you have 58. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dash is about 58 in that setup.
So, of course, if we were in the tournament, I would rethink my strategy. I mean, keeping my 2 ships alive as long as possible would guarantee me if not a victory, a modified victory.
Yeah,
in terms of points.
Not sure, but definitely not losing any points from your 2 ships left, and taking one my B-wing, which is expensive, and Dash as well, half of Dash's points. Yeah, that would probably have gotten you.
But if you recognize that approach, very passive, then you would just turn around and come after Cobra, because it's a very fragile ship.
True. Yeah. The B-wing did take its toll on the Cobra here, so the Cobra doesn't have very much left. That's true. But here at this point, I was thinking, well, if I can have you chasing me through the asteroid field,
you have the advantage.
You could take some damage there, which would help me, and with some luck, keeping you just about range with one ship at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of hoping here. But it's true, in tournament-wise, if you just turned around, it would be me turning around and chasing you.
Yeah, I think here, not taking into account Cobra, because even if he's the last one to move, he can see where you're going, even if he has some barrel rolling and some engine upgrade to get there closer. But I realized that the StarViper was limited, because with the 5 pallet skill, I would just have to show you my cards, and then you make your move.
Yeah.
So I was not very confident about this. But I think here I learned my lesson of I need to approach you at the same time, reposition, stay out of range 3. And this is going to be one of those chases that if you decide to, okay, I'm not going to go around, I'm just going to face it, we're going to end this quick for one side or for the other.
Yeah.
But if you're going to make me run through the asteroids, which was your plan, I guess I don't have much patience usually. If I feel like, okay, this is it, we have to meet eventually.
I think I would have played the same way as you did, not thinking about it. But I felt very pressured with Dash having no shields and 2 hits on him already.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't happy to turning into both of your ships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
But I mean, just to clarify, I've been playing this game for 1 month.
Yeah.
So that was a smart move.
Yeah.
He's gonna bump into some asteroids. He's not there yet. He needs to learn the hard way.
Kind of hoping for that. I've been playing a little more.
How long have you been playing?
I don't know. I remember actually, but I kind of feel it since it came out, but I haven't been playing that much.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe somewhere between 30 and 40 games. I would say.
Okay.
Come over the 2-3 years I've been playing.
Okay.
So, but enjoying it still.
Yeah. So the chase is on.
Yeah.
Cobra is trying not to expose, just barely out of range 3, which was nice. Actually, I didn't push the limit on Cobra. I mean, he was already getting stressed from so many other movements that I thought it was just, if I stress him all the time, and he doesn't have an amazing, green dial, but here would have made the difference. So I was hoping to turn my ships and imagining that you would still be running. And here we go. These StarViper ships are pretty cool. But
and it would have been if I stayed inside your firing arc. But the big thing with Dash is that he has the 360, and with the heavy laser and the outrider upgrade, it makes him really flexible.
Are you more of a rebel player?
Definitely. Definitely, I've played out of the 40 games. If you say that, I would probably assume that over 30 of them will have been with rebels. Yeah. Did play a bit of Scum and hardly 1 or 2, 3 perhaps games with Empire.
So I was trying to
boost here.
But that was not possible. So if it's not possible, you can take it back.
Yeah.
And now I miscalculated completely. Because your barrel rolls, it's like a 3 move.
Yeah. And hopefully bring me just close enough to hit one of your ships.
And here I could have still fixed my... maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. Because I had the inertial dampers to prevent me from doing that move. As I reveal my dial, I can just say, no, I'll stay here, I'll get on stress.
That's true, yeah.
But I think I would still be in range. But I would be behind the asteroid. I would have 1 more dice. And yeah.
That's true. But here it looks like you're gonna attack me. If you had stayed and even had 1 more, you wouldn't have a chance to attack me at least. But yeah.
But this focus, I had a more defensive purpose for it.
And that's also cool, the recon specialist, which allows him to take 2 focus whenever he takes a focus action on Dash. So giving him both 1 in the offense and the defense rounds.
Okay. You rolled blanks?
Yeah.
No?
And that probably doesn't look like it. Or...
Yeah, I think I was a bit disappointed with my roll.
There must have been 1 evade since I'm not taking a hit.
Yeah, this was a massive roll.
Yeah.
Cobra out.
Again, only 1 ship, if I remember correctly, was attacking here of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, which giving me the big advantage. The game would have been over a lot faster if you had all your 3 ships coming in and being able to attack the same round. So that was lucky for me.
I guess that's the disadvantage of, flying with 1, your decisions are limited. You move your ship and try to get the best position. Flying with 3, you have to consider all of the, obstacles in the way, who moves first, and am I going to be in range 3? Is he going to barrel roll into me, barrel roll away? And it becomes a chess game.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the playmat is just enormous in these situations.
Especially
it never
only
ends.
with 2 planes left. Yeah, other ships.
But maybe I should play some tie swarms or something to get used to moving a lot of ships around and getting used to thinking about Where are they gonna land?
Yeah, I'll just practicing more games with the small one. I find I haven't really played the Thai Swarm very much, but they tend when I tried it once or twice, it tend to land on top of each other all the time. So you never actually got to see where your move would have taken you if you could do the full move. in my case, at least.
Yeah.
And again, I try to stay out of your firing arc here.
And I'm starting taking damage with StarViper. Yeah. So this is I had a feeling that pilot skill 5 was not impressive, and even if I did my best to chase you, which made me take some risks, like right now. On a normal day, I would think, what am I doing? Landing, stopping just before the asteroid, not barrel rolling. Should I focus? Should I give myself a bit more chance to hit you and then risk a hit from the asteroid? I felt like I had to take this kind of approach if I was gonna bring you down, because if I barrel rolled to the right, I had a feeling you would just move away from my firing arc.
Dash has that ability, especially when he moves after you, because he has the both the engine upgrade and the barrel roll, which makes him really flexible. Yeah.
There are not many large ships with barrel rolling. One of the most popular, this Jumpmaster 5000, he has barrel rolling.
I'm not sure he has to take some ability to get it. Can't remember.
Because I still feel it's such an unexpected movement. Now you get into range 3 just to
at least out of range 1.
Reduce my chances and improve yours.
Yeah, because the heavy laser cannon, secondary weapon, does not give any extra agility dice in range 3.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. And still leaving me with 4 dice to roll for the attack. So yeah.
Here we go. I have to survive this to be able to shoot.
And using the focus again. One of them.
3 hits.
Yeah.
And I have 3 agility plus nothing because it's a secondary weapon.
Yeah.
So I use the focus and evade everything. But I knew this was just just temporary luck.
Well, I still didn't. I wasn't in any way certain comfortable here with the 2 hits on him as well.
3 hits, so it was a good bet staying in front of that asteroid.
Yeah.
To be able to shoot.
And that giving me 1 more hit.
And 1 crit.
And a crit, yeah. I can't remember the crit, but I think it was something about going straight or wide maneuvers being red. Yeah. Something like that. It didn't have any effect or impact, actually.
So direct hit with the... How many direct hits are in a damage deck?
7, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Out of the 33 cards that's in the damage deck, 7 of them are direct hits.
There's a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
And here I was praying that even though I made a gamble with waiting there to shoot you, that I would not take any damage from this asteroid. But I had to take. And a crit.
Yeah, you were actually hoping to get past it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was a risky move. I got to shoot. I got to hit you 2 times, so I felt like it paid off. But
leaving you in that position was definitely taking me away from your firing arc this turn.
Yeah.
I would have thought that you would
Go
bank
straight.
the other way or go straight over the asteroid. If you knew that.
From the dark side there is.
If you knew that that you were hitting him anyway, hitting it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just wanted to do a green maneuver to unstress.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I went in that direction.
But it gives Dash another shot at the Viper without returning fire. Yeah.
Yeah. One more goes through. Watching the first 5 minutes of the match and watching the last 5 minutes is it's like a new person playing.
And also an unexpected result. I was really feeling pressured after the first 5 minutes of the match. With the B wing out of the game and no shields on Dash. So feeling much more confident here. Knowing that I had the advantage of moving last and being able to kind of set how far or close I wanted to be.
Would you bring this list to a tournament?
I'm not sure. This is the first time I played the list and I haven't played since. So I really like the list, but the B wing is not very maneuverable, which will often, I guess, bring it at risk. And I would probably take off the torpedoes, I think. Or at least I would need to train a lot more with them. Because the torpedo was actually the one thing that made me stay so far away at the beginning. Maybe it would be better using the B wing for much closer in fight. And having the ability with both Ibtisam and Dash shooting at your planes. I never got to shoot at the same plane with both of my planes in one round. And that is, I feel, is a very important aspect of the game.
Focusing fire is usually the solution for taking down the ship.
Yeah. So I would have to play it a bit more to make sure, but I really like it. I like the ability of Ibtisam, and I love flying Dash. So yeah, he was trying to see. I didn't know which way you were gonna go here, so my initial movement was just to go straight. And being able to barrel roll on whatever side I needed to be on. Yeah,
actually, if I didn't do this boost, I would have maybe got you in range, and that would have been a way for me to shoot you. And okay, maybe this is it. We're both hanging by a thread. Two ships that have to do a final. Final face off.
It would be devastating for me to bump you here because I would have lost my action. Landing on an asteroid, not getting to attack, not getting to take any actions.
Well, it wouldn't be totally devastating because then I couldn't shoot you, but
True,
at least you wouldn't do as much damage as you could. But here, the situation with the Outrider means that you would definitely have to try to get away from range 1. So this would be your second action, and you could still boost away. Yeah, so it's always for your advantage. I was betting on my focus to save
to save your day.
But I'm still rolling one last die. You're attacking with 4. I'm rolling 3 for agility. It's always one of those situations. Yeah. So that's still range 1.
Yeah, I think actually, I think we were gonna roll here. So this is definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
If so, I should have banked the other way.
Yeah.
To get him further away.
But no hits, so didn't really make a difference. But you have to remember that that was the weakness of Dash in this situation. Yeah, and here, what to do? There's not much to do. The time was passing. In a tournament context, I just run away.
Yeah, definitely.
But run out the time.
But we didn't play with the time aspect, yeah.
But that could be something interesting for the future to try to think, because in tournaments it matters.
Yeah, it does, right? And I think a lot of players,
except for the final. Isn't the final in tournaments doesn't have like a time limit?
Never been there, so I don't actually know. I think I don't know, actually. I wouldn't.
So it's 1 hour and 15 for a regular tournament match.
Yeah.
Range 3, here we go.
Yeah.
And I think this could be it. Do you think by dropping some of your upgrades, for example on the viewing, could you have another ship to make me spread the fire and not to focus so easily on one? Because having two ships is always a disadvantage, no matter if they're amazing ships, because it's easy to focus on them.
True. I don't know how much I had to drop, because the plasma torpedo and the extra ammunition is easy to drop here, but I'm not sure that they will give me enough points for actually a bandit at 12 points.
So this was it.
Yeah.
There was not much I could do. I just had to take this final hit on the StarViper.
I felt confident at the end of the game, definitely.
It was an interesting game. I think I definitely learned that the game has two moments. There's the moment that you're very confident, you think you're in control, but you have to assess how your ships are, and my ships were not in a good shape after the first round of shooting. Those two initial rounds, they were like defining the game.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. It was a fun game. I definitely feel I could learn to fly the B-Wing better. And using them together is definitely my task to focus on from now on. If I want to make this list work, see if I can get them functioning together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
See you next time. Let's see what we will play next time, and
I'll look forward.
The chances are on my side.
Definitely. All right.